All right, we're starting off with updates coming in from the US. A trial to put a foot down on former US President Donald Trump's disqualification from the 2024 polls ballot has begun in Colorado.
This is where a lawyer argued that Trump, in fact, should be disqualified from the state's ballot for inciting a mob. And the debarment looms over Trump's purported role in the US Capitol attack aimed at keeping him in office.
Well, the case is a test for whether a rarely used Civil War-era provision of the US can prevent Republican Trump from being president again. Now, the constitutional order bars people who have engaged in quote-unquote insurrection or rebellion from holding federal office.
The former US president faces similar lawsuits by advocacy groups in Michigan and Minnesota, but the Colorado case is the first to go to trial. Other allegations accuse Trump of spreading false claims of voter fraud in his November 2020 election loss to Democrat Joe Biden. The claims came with outbreaks of massive Trump supporter rallies across Washington and were followed by the deadly Capitol riots where the Congress was certifying President Joe Biden's win.
Trump's lawyer, Scott Gessler, refuted the wrongdoings on the leader's behalf. The lawyer held ground warning that the disqualification based on legal theories that are not embraced by the state or court will set a quote-unquote dangerous precedent.
Across this country who are inspired.
Separately, Colorado is regarded as safely democratic by the country's non-partisan election forecasters. They continue to bet on President Biden's expected win in the state. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
Something the nation has never seen before started playing out in a Colorado courtroom on Monday, a trial to determine whether a major party's presidential nominee can even become president in 2024. Donald Trump, the clear primary frontrunner for the Republican Party, is battling a slew of lawsuits. However, this case in Colorado may be the most eyebrow-raising, as critics already argue that it's a clear violation and an interference in the 2024 presidential elections. Now, some constitutional experts argue that there is a case in terms of an amendment that would bar Donald Trump from running for president again. However, that opinion is hardly universal. Regardless, whatever verdict comes out of this Colorado courtroom will not be final. The losing side will definitely appeal, and it will go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court that has a conservative majority, many of those judges picked by former President Donald Trump himself. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.